The Overwatch League, the highest level of competitive play, is dead. The esport as we once knew it is basically non-existent now. That being said, Overwatch, the game, is in a really good place right now. There are updates coming down the line that are going to change the game forever and could potentially make it one of the greatest competitive experiences out there.
This is like what I thought Overwatch 2 was going to be.
Yes.
This is like what I expected.
Yes, we're finally there. A year later.
Season 9.
Wins and losses both progression toward big payouts of competitive
Listen,
points.
better late than never.
All right, before we get into it, we here at theScore Esports have a second merch drop. Let's have a look.
Let's get one thing straight. You are the best f***ing gamer on planet Earth. And I think it's time you started dressing the part. Shift walking is for cowards. Smash that W key and check out theScore Esports Drop 2, available now.
If you like that, and I know you did, check the link in the description below. It's been a long time coming, but after the final Overwatch League tournament here in Toronto this past October, teams are finally starting to announce their departure. Blizzard later confirmed in an interview that they were in fact, quote, transitioning from the Overwatch League. A few teams expressed their desire to stay with the game, but with Blizzard handing the keys off to third-party TOs, the future is honestly looking questionable. So that's it then, right? After little over a year, Overwatch 2 is finally dead, just like everyone said it would be. Actually, no. Despite complaints that the game was just an update touted as a full new experience, despite both single player and the esports components being set on fire, despite Blizzard's best efforts to kill this f***ing game, it's actually doing pretty damn well. Listen, Blizzard does not release their player counts, so most of the numbers that you find online are from third-party aggregates. But multiple sources have reported that through Season 7, the monthly average has been over 25 million players and roughly 1.7 million players daily. Now, once again, I take all these numbers with a massive grain of salt because they could be wildly different depending on where you look. But the point is, the game is far from being dead, and if we were to take the numbers at face value, is as consistent as many other FPS titles right now. The question is, how? Well, to start off, Overwatch is currently going through its spooky season, and honestly, the Halloween skins always f***, so that's probably brought a lot of people back. More importantly, Overwatch 2 has just experienced the K-pop effect, as in Blizzard kind of sort of ripped off League of Legends KDA by taking a handful of the game's young female heroes and K-popifying them, equipped with a song and music video in collaboration with real K-pop group LE SSERAFIM. It may seem trivial to the outsiders, but that shit prints money and should probably be studied one day. Now, I know what you're thinking. Surely people aren't just playing Overwatch right now because it has cool skins. Can't be that easy. To which I respond, yes. Yes, it can be. But it's definitely not the only reason people are coming back or continuing to play. You see, Overwatch 2 is in a pretty damn good place right now. So much so that during my cheating break from CS2, this has become my main game. And honestly, being someone who is currently frustrated with games like Valorant, CS, Apex, and so on, Overwatch has the potential to become the top game if these other games don't straighten their shit out. Think about it. It's been a year of updates and meta changes with 5v5, plus new heroes, maps, modes, reworks, and the game feels really good as a result. Sure, the game has its balance issues and probably always will, but nothing so egregious that it takes me out of the game. Next to that, the cheating problem is way less of an issue compared to other titles. There is a variety of game modes you can play if you don't want to do competitive, and most importantly of all, the game actually has a clear future. Yes, the esport might be up in the air, but there's a lot more to competitive gaming than watching sweaty kids play for millions of dollars. The most important thing is to have an actual good game with a solid roadmap of content. And when it comes to Overwatch 2, that's exactly what the devs showed us at this most recent BlizzCon. They are committed to improving old heroes and maps with a complete rework to Roadhog just dropping the other day. 3 new heroes have already been announced. Mauga, the tank that is coming with the new season in December, another new support, and the first DPS hero since launch that can apparently burrow into the fucking ground. The devs are also working on an entirely new game mode that is taking the old 2CP maps like Hanamura and finally repurposing them. And last but certainly not least, Overwatch 2 is getting a complete overhaul and reworking to its rank system. No more playing 5 matches to see a change in your elo. Your elo will update every single match, win or lose. On top of that, there's a new rank, new weapon rewards, and similar to CS2's Premier system, you are able to see everyone's elo and what's at stake heading into a game, making everything extremely transparent.
We're removing the requirement to get 5 wins or 15 losses to get a competitive.
Oh my god.
Bless. We are safe.
Yes!
We're so f***ing back.
Like I said, a game doesn't need to have a massively successful esport to be a great competitive experience. And with these changes coming to Overwatch 2, I think Blizzard is trying to focus on doing just that. This past BlizzCon also marks a bit of a philosophical change for the company as well, at least when it pertains to Overwatch 2. You see, before, Blizzard shared a lot of similar qualities with that of Valve, meaning they didn't really communicate with the audience, never revealed anything, and carried themselves like their shit didn't stink. But now, they're on stage showing the world everything that's coming down the pipe, using player feedback and at times even admitting when they got certain things wrong. And because of that, for the first time in what feels like a very long time, fans are excited about the future of Overwatch.
This is actually, I'm really excited for this actually, because I feel like this is going to bring back so many players, and also I really want Overwatch. There's no other game like Overwatch.
Like I said, Overwatch 2 is by no means a perfect game, but it's a lot of fun right now, and the road ahead looks bright. So bright that compared to the current staleness of Valorant and whatever the f CS2 is right now, this could be Overwatch's chance to truly take over the world of first-person shooters, so long as they don't screw it up. You know, what I think is important is having a good game and focusing on good content, good competitive atmosphere, and then the esport will come. And even if it doesn't, who cares? You know, like I've said 1,000 times, a game doesn't need to have an esport to prove that it's successful or a good game. And I think Overwatch is the perfect example of that right now.